Did you catch that? If you didn't, don't worry about it because 100,000 people on Twitter also don't know what they just saw. Let's break it down frame by frame. Let's start from the jump because this is where it seems to go pretty wrong for me, and it's a pretty good starting point if you don't really understand what's happening. You see, I miss my anti-air, and he's going to land right on top of me. This leaves me in range to be command grab, to be supered, whatever, and it seems like he's chosen to do an EX move. I think this is EX SPD, and when you use an EX move in Street Fighter, you can see in the bottom left, it should deplete one of your bars. One of your EX bars should go away, making it impossible for you to do a super afterwards. Because super moves in this game cost 3 bars, right? Count them, 1, 2, 3. So he should not be able to super after this EX move because he only has 2 bars left. But only against me, apparently, does the impossible become possible. These are the 2 frames where something seemingly impossible has taken place. That big old chest there is Zangief's critical art. Now in that Twitter thread, there were 2 theories that people came up with. The tweet got 129,000 views. Obviously there's going to be a lot of discussion, but only 2 ideas I think really held any water. One, the obvious one, being that there was some lag involved, right? Maybe he was mashing out super, he got an EX move, the game rolled back to a previous game state, and he got super. Now, it takes a lot of skill to mash that hard, but it's possible, right? It's Street Fighter V netcode. Anything is possible on Street Fighter V's netcode. Thankfully, that doesn't seem to be the case in Street Fighter 6. During both betas, the netcode was fine. Just knock on wood and pray to whoever gets you through the day. That it stays that way. Now, I thought that was a pretty acceptable answer. I thought it was the obvious answer. It would just be a funny clip. But then Rushdown hopped into the mix. This is a Warlord Urien player, has a lot more experience in the game, has been playing it a lot longer than me, and he had this to say. Your meter does not get spent until frame 2 of an EX move, meaning you can cancel frame 1 of anything into super. To explain to you how rare this is, I have played 4,267 ranked matches. I played 4,723 casual matches and 5,420 Battle Lounge matches. That means I've played against all types of players from all different skill sets, and I've never seen anybody do this intentionally or unintentionally. That is 14,000 games, over 1,300 hours, and I've never seen this a single time until just now. But again, that's just a theory, okay? That's just one of the 2 theories, because if we go back to the clip, there's just one piece of evidence that's missing that would settle it all. Keep your eye on the EX bar, specifically that 3rd one there on the end. It's going to tell us everything that we need to know. At this point, Zangief has seemingly spent the EX move, and if this was a rollback situation, this bar would completely deplete and then refill, I think, so that he could spend the critical art afterwards. But when I go frame by frame, the bar never fully goes away. The bar is always there, and it seemingly refills for a second in order for him to use the other 2 and cancel into a critical art. I think Rushdown is right. But without knowing if that faded blue EX bar has really been spent, like within the system of the game, we can't tell. You can't tell if it was rollback or if it was canceled into super. With all my explanation out of the way now, let me roll the clip one more time. Let me know which theory you think is right down below in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I'll talk to you again very soon.